Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So while I collect for Dory from the Finding Nemo / Dory limited time event, I have been doing a little bit of work on my main storyline for the kingdom. Now this isn't something I normally do during limited time events. I usually save up my magic for land and different things like that, but I really want to kind of push along the main storyline right now because it's just going to be a lot of collecting for those permanent content characters. So we are doing some work here with the Peter Pan collection, so here is some dialogue. Rats, I can't find anywhere to carve another hole in that tree. If a hideout's all holes and no tree, then it would be real tough to keep a secret. You could look right down into it easy. Maybe I should build a little house for Wendy instead. Yeah, with branches for walls and the floor all covered with moss. Wow, that sounds perfect for a lady. Oh, geez, Peter. Or even better, I'll tell the Lost Boys to build it instead. Am I sensing a little bit of laziness happening right now? Quest complete. Room for one more. My men will pretend to be anything I tell them, so I'm sure they can be house builders. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I do agree with him about the tree. I really don't think that tree could have any more holes in it. See, look, there's so many. They already are trying to block them all as it is. All right, so we're going to have some more dialogue here from John and Michael. Well, the Lost Boys were certainly a great help. Who would have known that we could summon Peter Pan simply by imitating the call of the common Gallus Gallus domesticus? I'm not quite sure if Michael's gonna understand that. Yeah, and by crowing like a rooster, too. Quest complete. Lost Boys meet Lost Boys. Let me try. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Oh my gosh. That's so adorable. Hi, Michael. I'm surprised he's so expensive as a character, though, considering he is just so tiny. Peter and Wendy. Say, do you hear that, Wendy? What do you mean, Peter? Surely you can't mean that rooster crowing off in the distance. That's no rooster crow. That's the Lost Boys signal call. And it's coming from right over there. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Yes, I don't think that's the best way to go about this. Wait, Peter! Wait for me! Oh dear, he's run off once again without you, Wendy. Hello, darling. Send Peter Pan and John to reunite. Send Wendy and Michael to reunite. Alright, so before I do that big quest there, I can sort of start the characters off with that, but I want to make sure I level up Michael again, because Michael, I need to kind of keep him leveling up. Now the thing is, though, is Michael is so expensive as a character to welcome and level up and all of that, and I know it's only going to get worse as I push along my storyline and stuff like that and unlock Dumbo, but the only way I can do that is by doing these quests, and unfortunately, Michael does need to be a level 2 now anyway, so this isn't too bad for level 1, 40,000. I mean, 40,000 is still a lot, but at the same time, it's just like, I can handle that, and it won't affect me too much. Now, John, for a level 4 is 52, so really right there, I almost spent, like, just under 100,000, so yeah, that is where it's gonna hurt me, because Michael was so short, and yet, like, John's not that long either, and they're both pretty expensive. Alright, so let's start with Michael here. And Michael Darling is now level 2. Jiminy! Oh, could we get Jiminy Cricket in here? Oh, that would be awesome. Actually, I think that Pinocchio, if they do add it to the kingdom, well, I think they will at some point, definitely that has to be main storyline content. Oh, Shenzi. Okay. I got one. Here goes. Why did the lion lose the foot race? I don't know why, Shenzi. Do tell. Because they were racing against, I don't know. Because the other racer was a cheetah. Oh man, you still got it, Shenzi. You still got it. A cheetah. I was gonna be like, I don't know, because Ed was racing, but then I was like thinking Ed's probably not that fast. But I don't know. Anyways, the cheetah makes sense. I don't know how funny that was though. Wait, unless I told that joke to Scar once already, and he got so mad he tried to bite me on the flank for it. That's possible. Reusing material. Nah, that was for all those other jokes I told about how slow lions are. Cricket. No comment, Shenzi. No comment. Alright, so anyways, that's the hyenas trying to be funny. Quest complete. Take my mate, please. Talk about a tough crowd. It's like, if you can't laugh at yourself, don't try and eat the comedian. I do laugh at myself all the time, Shenzi, but that... I don't know. It might have been funny for like half a second because I didn't think of it, but yeah. I don't think that's good enough for Scar. That will not get Scar to laugh. I can guarantee you that. It does take a lot for him to even grimace at things, so usually it's like an eye roll, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the response from him. Alright, anyways, back to Peter Pan. So that was just a side quest though, guys, with Shenzi, obviously from Lion King. So she's one of the new hyenas that was added in the last Tower Challenge, which is Tower Challenge number 7. So we had 3 characters for the first time, so that was pretty crazy. That definitely made for an interesting Tower Challenge. It was a little bit more difficult than previous ones in terms of currency and stuff like that if you were trying to bring in characters and stuff like that. But we'll see kind of what they do going forward now. I feel like they've kind of set the bar quite high in terms of like, is this going to be a normal thing, 3 characters? Because if it is, like, I see it working for certain collections, but others, I don't know. I still feel that, you know, we're looking at maybe 2 being reasonable, or even just 1, because they've already added so many characters from the collection. So, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. So just so you know, guys, I am going to be working on unlocking sort of the next part of my storyline here today. Now obviously the Peter Pan quests have to come first, so that's sort of where Michael, John, Peter, Wendy, they all kind of fit into that. Now Captain Hook isn't really a part of this, just so you know, because he is a premium character. I've already done all of his like side quests and dialogue and stuff like that, so anything that will come with Captain Hook in terms of dialogue, like maybe in the future, it will only be because Michael or something has triggered, or John will have triggered those quests. I guess Peter could as well because he's not maxed out yet, so I guess those 3 characters. Wendy, I doubt it, just because she like only has to go to a level 10, and then basically that's it. So she just has basically to level up for the 24 hours, but you know, we need the magic. But otherwise, Captain Hook is kind of like left out of this. Now the good thing though is he is maxed out, which does mean he is extremely useful for collecting for all of the Peter Pan collection. So no complaints there. I'm surprised he wasn't that bad to level up. John Darling is now level 5. By Jove! So this means now he can go out on the quest there. I think it was him and Peter, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, there he is. Oh, Wendy and Michael are right in the middle there. So cute. The nursery has its comforts, but there's no substitute for great outdoors. I find that roughing it every now and again does wonders for the constitution. I feel like that's saying something. By which I mean I quite like sleeping in the Lost Boys tree. Making camp. Send John to relax at the hideout. 12 hours? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the side quest. So that doesn't really need to be done. It's the quest with Peter Pan. This is gonna be great. So Peter is coming to John, and Michael is already with Wendy doing the quest. Like right in the middle there. That is so cool. I mean, how often do you get a character doing a quest, hey, in the middle of a circle, and yet in the middle of the kingdom? Very easy to see, and it's like perfect. I literally couldn't have asked for a better view for this quest, especially from like Michael and Wendy, and then John and Peter. They're all going to be around there. Now, we're waiting for Peter right now. I don't know where he is exactly in my kingdom, but he's got to fly there. Might take him a minute, because I got a lot of stuff out in my kingdom. Speaking of which, guys, I know I did my, 6-hour live stream or whatever, trying to, put my kingdom together and stuff like that. But, yeah, I've kind of been pulling it apart a bit, just to try and make room for more things, and now that I've maxed out certain collections, I don't really need it anymore, but there's some that I just love the look of the attractions and the collections themselves. I'm trying to make everything super efficient, and I decided I was gonna bail on Thrill Zone. I just got totally sick of it, so I'm done with it, guys. Totally done. I mean, maybe at some point I'll go back and maybe want to rearrange my kingdom and stuff like that when I've upgraded certain attractions and stuff, and that all kind of pans out so that I can actually get the 50% more magic, but for now it's just not really worth it. Wendy. I'm so glad we've all found each other again, John. That signal call certainly worked wonders. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Stories are so much better when the four of us are all together, don't you think? Rather, Peter's just told me the most ripping tale about the time he battled a sea monster with his hands tied together. Well, that'll definitely make for some wooden sword playtime back in London. And my own bedtime story has just about to put Michael to sleep. Poor dear, he's had quite the day, hasn't he? Quest complete. Hello, darlings. There's no substitute for a good story, whether it's waking you up or putting you to bed. In other words, she just loves story time. So do I, actually. But the thing is we didn't really get to hear very much of her stories, which I was kind of looking forward to be honest. So unless there's some quest later where Michael specifically asks for that, then great, but otherwise, no. Okay, so we got more dialogue. Now we've got it from Merlin. Splendid! All this activity is unearthing more magic. Uh-oh. Are we expanding now? Oh dear. I believe we now have enough to throw a little light on this darkness. Well, what are you waiting for? Go, go! Okay, we're going. So, Dispersing the Curse, Kingdom Quest, work your magic. Isn't this over 700,000? I think it's 750. Oh dear. This is gonna be the first time ever. Oh my god. Here it is, guys. Big land. 750,000. For the first time in a year, I am without enough magic. Guys, I'm usually so good at saving my magic, and this probably wouldn't have happened if I had have done this after the Finding Nemo event, but I am short 100,000. So that was basically the characters I leveled up today. I know it needed to be done, but realistically, that 100,000, just so you know, if you have all your characters in your kingdom, and I have like over 100 characters, I guess now. If you guys want to know all the characters I have in my kingdom, I did recently, like, all my characters and their levels and stuff like that, so you guys can actually see. But anyways, if you send your characters out for shorter quests and you check your kingdom more frequently, you will be able to collect more magic faster. So definitely, like, still go for those character token quests. Like Ducky and Bunny, they need, you know, character tokens, so they're gonna keep going on that. The quest isn't too long anyways, but I mean, characters that aren't really collecting that much, or they're collecting things like the Pixar ball, you know, then I would say just kind of keep going for that. I know those are more for the attractions and upgrading and stuff like that right now, but realistically, sending your characters out for those shorter quests is gonna give you more currency. Now, if you aren't checking your kingdom though for like, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours, send your characters out for that amount of time. Like, don't kind of be like, oh, if I send it 60 minutes and leave my kingdom for 4 or 5 hours, it'll be fine. It's like, no, you won't get as much magic. But if you're, again, sending, like, checking your kingdom more frequently, totally do those shorter quests. Absolutely. It'll really make a huge, huge difference. So it's going to take like about a day, depending on how often I check my kingdom. And make sure your kingdom's full of like attractions and stuff and concessions to get you magic. Like, don't just leave land open. Since I've been shuffling some things around, there is some open spots in my kingdom. I've tried to kind of fill them with stuff, but still, it's going to need to go anyways. Bruce, much better. The trick is to get those dodgy little balloons out of the way gently, so you don't swim into one by accident. Trust me, one of those things can really break up a sharing circle. I will take your word for it. Quest complete. Mates helping mates. Oh, the stories I could tell. If our group wasn't anonymous, of course. We've already kind of been or seen your group. We already know about it. Watch the movie! But of course, they don't really realize they're in a movie, do they? Yes, anyways, so that was just side quest dialogue for the event that I was trying to get done. That way I could get like currency and stuff like that, and because I know currency is kind of going to be working the same as the magic that I was talking about, guys, is we do need a lot of currency for this event. And if you guys don't have the concession stands for this event, because we couldn't buy them with gems, right? It's the Finding Nemo and Dory wishable stands that are currently out. So pretty much, guys, if you haven't been able to get those, it is going to be more important to actually like tap your seagulls every 2 hours, because that's available. That gives you some currency. Sending your characters out on the shorter quests, obviously doing the secondary storyline for Moana, which, by the way, I'm done, guys. So if you want to like actually read all of that and see how much currency you get, I've done that like in the event videos earlier on. Like starting, I guess, at like welcoming Nemo and Bruce, kind of like around there. So if you watch that live stream, I pretty much talk about sort of like how that's going to progress, and you know how you're going to be able to kind of do that to kind of benefit from the event, and whether it's worth it or not, depending on the size of your kingdom. So I kind of go into a lot of detail about things like that, but I won't be doing that right now. But anyways, it's just like keeping sort of your characters going. So like Roz, sending Roz out, you know, for currency rather than magic. Now right now I'm sending them out for magic because I'm trying to unlock that land slot really quickly. So I'm kind of taking a break from the whole currency thing, because I'm okay right now in the event. So I don't mind like taking it easy for, you know, half a day or whatever. But realistically, I do need to keep sort of that currency like going, because again, Dory is going to be like 11,000 currency to bring her in, right? And then we're going to have to build the attraction, and we know that that's pretty expensive as well. So like, anyways, you just need to keep saving both magic and currency, so it's really tricky. Now, in terms of currency and magic, I still need to keep leveling people up, which is the hard part. So Pua's not too bad. Actually, it's like less than 20. So I know that takes away from the magic, but 8 hours, that'll give me enough time to like make that magic back, and hopefully a little bit more than that. But yeah, it's a very tricky balance, guys, between leveling up your characters, either for the event, the main storyline. And again, this is why I don't usually do it. I just save my magic for the most part, except for leveling certain characters up and stuff. But this is why I usually don't do this whole thing, right? So I've kind of made the event probably a little bit harder on myself by doing this, but I know I want to just start collecting for I believe Timothy Mouse is who's next, but I think we'll find that out after we kind of clear the curse here. So it's 24 hours, a whole day, and guys, I'm basically at 0 magic. What? Oh my gosh, I have 18 magic, but basically it's like nothing. Oh, guys, I have no magic. Like, I literally can't do anything with that. No magic. I haven't had this in such a long time. Like, I have been sitting very comfortably between 1 and 3 million for a long time. I've opened all the slots of land, though, so, like, there is no expensive land and stuff, but I was expecting a 4 million land slot at some point, but DMK has said nothing about it, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be giving us any new land anytime soon, so I've kind of given up on it, and hopefully I'll be able to kind of save up by the time they actually release some land. It's actually kind of dumb that they didn't kind of release any land to us. They're going to be changing the appearance of Space Mountain soon, so we can apparently fit things better, which is good in some ways, but they're going to end up basically clearing out my section. So I don't know whether or not I'm actually that happy about the change. I think I just wish they had have made additional land to that, not kind of, changed the dimensions and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like now I'm gonna have to redecorate that whole area, which isn't the best for me. I mean, certain spots are okay, but it's hard when you spend a lot of time decorating with your kingdom and stuff to sort of have it be torn apart, and you didn't even ask for it. So maybe you guys have a system that really works, but now you're gonna have to find another one. And again, we're gonna be getting the thrill zone at some point as well for that area, and I just don't think the kingdom's ready for that. Like, we've had so many big changes. I just feel that having yet another one is just, I don't know, it's becoming a very difficult balance, I think, for them to try and do all of these things at once. They should have eased us into the process, in my opinion. Nemo is now level 7. Yeah, I can do this. Yes, you can. So Nemo, leveling him up, guys, was mostly because I had opened like radiant chests and stuff, and realistically, I didn't need to do him. He's good at a 6, but I had more character tokens than I needed for him, so it's like I don't actually have to collect that much for him to level him up again. Squirt is now level 4. Way cool, dude! Yes, he's still important to level up. I think he'll be good, though, maybe one more level. Oh, dialogue. Riding the EAC with my dad is the coolest thing in the universe, but he says I gotta practice riding solo sometimes, too. I think it's something about growing up. Like how he says I'm gonna like eating seagrass when I'm older. Blech. I don't mind too much, though. Riding solo is totally gnarly when you get into it. Like now. Watch me go. Alright, dude. Actually, he didn't say dude that much. Did he even say it at all in the dialogue? I don't think he did. Start the motor. Send Squirt to ride Crush's coaster solo. Oh my goodness. Are you tall enough to go on that ride on your own? He's so little. Hopefully he's safe. Whoa! That was so cool! Wait till I tell my dad about how I totally ripped that screaming bottom turn. And I didn't even feed the fishes or anything. I made sure I was facing backwards just in case, though. Go for distance. Once my head stopped going around and around, I gotta do that again. Quest complete. Start the motor. Sometimes that takes a while, but being dizzy's part of the fun, dude. Oh, there we go. There's the dude. Dude. Wouldn't it be like dudette, you know? Since you're talking to me and I'm a girl. Yeah, just saying. I'm kind of finding it amusing they haven't used the word dudette here. What did they say? The dudeness or something for girls? And I was like, is that really a thing? But I don't know. Dudette is totally a thing, so I don't know. And I'm not even a surfer chick, so. Ooh, lens done. Lens done. Yes. Ooh, swipe to clear. Maleficent. How amusing. Someone thinks they can dispel my dark magic. Well, they'll learn soon enough. This kingdom is mine now. No, it's not. It's mine. Go away. Quest complete. Dispersing the curse. Bravo! The more of this curse we clear, the stronger we become. That's true. But unfortunately now, guys, that is it for land. There is nothing else that I can open. That's like the first time ever. Excellent news! I have it on good authority that the circus is coming to town. And to that, I can only say, good show. The circus? We're already unlocking Dumbo? Oh dear. A phrase which, in this case, is just as true literally as it is figuratively. We wizards do enjoy our wordplay, you know. Yes, we do know that. Magic, magic, magic. Welcome a talent manager. Kingdom Quest. Welcome Timothy Q. Mouse. Guys, this is the last collection of the main storyline. Whoa, dude, I've caught up. Dudes and dudettes. Okay, I've totally caught up here. Like, this is it, guys. Oh my goodness. Timothy Q. Mouse. All right, so here we go. This is what we need for him. Whew, we need a lot of stuff, including 600,000 magic. Yikes, that's a lot for such a little guy. Why are the little guys so much? That was the same with Michael Darling. Very, very expensive. I'm guessing Dumbo is going to be worse. I don't know yet. But how many of you guys are currently working on welcoming Timothy Mouse? And if you've already welcomed him, what level is your Timothy Mouse at now? Let me know in the comments below. Now, also let me know, too, if you have decided to invest in the Ringmaster. So the Ringmaster is now in a bundle or for gems. So this is going to be something I'm going to probably want to do soon. That way the Ringmaster actually becomes useful for me for collecting for Timothy Mouse, and then Dumbo when I get to that point. And then as well, he'll be useful for tower challenges and stuff. Oh dear. Congratulations, Crush's Coaster has reached the first enchantment. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made about the Ringmaster. Now, again, I'm thinking I would like to bring him in the next, 2 to 3 days. So the latest, though, would be by, I guess, Wednesday. So, yeah, I don't know. Latest Wednesday, so in the next couple of days for sure. But if you guys have found the Ringmaster useful, or you guys want to see and hear his dialogue, let me know in the comments below, and I'll kind of take that into consideration when I sort of schedule my next stream. Sort of a matter of kind of, I guess, how soon I kind of bring him in and stuff. So it will be interesting. I'll obviously fill you guys in more on Timothy Mouse as we kind of go along and stuff like that. Again, there are a lot of character tokens that we need to collect for him. So his feathers in particularly. I think there's not that many characters right now that currently go out and collect. Now, you guys are probably wondering a little bit too why I decided to kind of spend all my magic, basically open up that last land slot and not wait until after the limited time event. So part of this reason, guys, and I've kind of started to panic a little bit with the attraction enchantments and stuff like that. I've, again, started to panic a bit just because I'm nervous that realistically I'm in a bit of trouble there. Like, if they start doing that for attractions like Dumbo, for example, and let's say there's a Dumbo attraction that actually helps collect for Dumbo or Timothy Mouse or whatever, and then they make it so you actually have to enchant the attraction and stuff like that, the chances of me being able to do that are actually quite slim, especially now before, like, the whole entire collection for me is probably, like, already welcomed or else maxed out. And since there are only 3 characters in this collection, this does sort of pose a little bit of an issue. Now, for smaller kingdoms, I think you're actually going to be okay, but I'm talking small enough like you're just defeating Zurg now type of thing. But even still, it's a little bit iffy there, but I think, like, once you've kind of reached that point, you guys are okay and you guys don't have to, like, worry about rushing things or whatever. But if you're at the point where you've defeated Shere Khan and, you're welcoming those characters, then I'm definitely going to say that, getting ahead with your Jungle Book storyline, with your Peter Pan storyline, with the remainder of the Toy Story if you can, because we've already seen changes with Toy Story that, you need to actually, for collecting and stuff, for, maxing out characters and collecting for them, we have seen so many changes already with all of that. So I do have to say that, I'm kind of panicking and pushing things along mostly just because of the, like, upgrading of the attraction. So again, normally this is not something I would recommend doing during a limited time event. I have done a lot of limited time events though, so I do kind of know how this works. Even though they've made changes to them over time and stuff, I generally know kind of what I'm up against and stuff like that. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about most of it. So, like, again, it is tricky still. I know that there is always that chance, but I do know for the most part that, like, I'm going to be able to finish it and I'm going to do everything I can. And if I can't do it and I've, like, welcomed, Bruce and Hank, for example, and, like, they're the premium characters for the event, and, like, let's say I can't do it without, spending money at the end for Marlin, which I don't think is going to happen, but if it did, then it's just, like, I check my kingdom a lot, and if I can't do it, just, like, naturally playing and stuff, I don't know, I just don't feel like that would be very fair. Again, I check my kingdom at least, like, probably 5 to 10 times a day right now. Now, again, you don't have to do that. I'm probably going to be checking a little bit less now because with Dory's quests and stuff to welcome her, it's like they're like about 6 to 8 hours for the most part. I think Bruce even has like a 12-hour one, so I don't need to check it as much, but still, it's like, it's more for me, I guess. I'm going to be collecting, like, still magic and stuff now that I'm going to want to try and build that back up because I do need to level up my character still. And as you guys saw, the Peter Pan collection is very, very expensive, and Dumbo is not going to be any cheaper. So I will talk to you guys quickly about Timothy Q Mouse and just sort of show you who collects and stuff, because I realized I didn't really do that yet. So the first character token up at the top, you need 40 of. And now it is called the Delivery Bundle. So the characters I can collect right now, the only one that I have technically is Michael Darling. So Michael Darling goes out for 60 minutes and he can collect one. And I do believe that it is common, but hang on, guys. This is the worst timing ever. We have a ruby chest today that is part of the calendar that literally just popped up. So yeah, I'm gonna open that. Hopefully I get the Finding Dory wishable or Nemo now, but yeah. I've had really bad luck with this. My kingdom is so cursed. Ooh, okay, so we got 2 Nemo relics. We got the fish tank accessory to level up Nemo, the shell path token for Dory, and we got one of Dory's ears hats tokens, which I totally love the appearance of those. They're so funny. No special reward. Really? That's so sad. And don't forget too, the D23 Expo special is going on, so the attraction enchantment chests are on sale, and you can get, certain attractions like Steamboat Willie. I already have that in my kingdom, guys, so that attraction they showed doesn't apply to me, but I am still missing Splash Mountain. So I find these chests very overpriced to begin with, and there's no real money bundle like there used to be for platinum chests. So this is kind of like, I almost feel like they're trying to make this the replacement. The chests are really, really boring now. I don't know. They're like just so dumb. So anyways, like 50 gems, it's better than the 75 that you usually have to spend. So I would say if you are going to, or you have been thinking about spending some gems on this, then you may as well go ahead and do it, because it's only 50 right now. Now the thing is they do limit it to 3 a day. I'm not really a fan of them limiting like how much I buy. It's kind of just like, well, I should be able to buy whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like within reason, obviously. Like I should be able to open as many chest packs as I want. Or, you know, again, if I'm going to spend gems, what do they care if I'm spending like 3,000 gems on, you know, opening these chests? Like I don't see what the big deal is. And again, I don't know why they're not in a bundle for real money, you know, like $3.99 or something like that for 6. Like just something, you know, and you get like an additional 10% chance of getting that special reward. Like there just needs to be something that, I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I feel very like passionately and strongly about some of these changes in the game. And this is one of them. I just not a fan. It doesn't really make any sense, some of the stuff here. Like, and two, if we look at the blueprints, I don't get why, you know, that's considered a special reward to the point where it's like your chances of really getting that attraction for like, or whatever, any of them really, it's almost going to be next to impossible. So I don't know. I hope like around Christmas they have some sort of like, you know, bundle, or New Year, it's Black Friday. I'm kind of, you know, waiting kind of patiently for that to sort of happen. That way you can actually get these things. And the thing is too, is like if you're not actually spending real money on this game, it does now make it very, very difficult to get these additional attractions. And there are a lot in here to begin with. You don't see them now because like I've got a lot of stuff from the platinum chests in the past, right? But yeah, they've made things very difficult there. So I find these attraction enchantment chests too expensive, and they're boring, which doesn't even make them fun to open anymore. And yeah, the fact they limit me, not a fan of that. Now the ruby chests here, they've limited us to 1 a day as well. There's no bundle. You can use 40 gems to try and get these special rewards and stuff. I bought the radiant chest where the Finding Dory, Dory wishable stand, it's not Finding Dory, just Dory wishable stand, actually was the special reward in that. I opened the chest pack and I got no special reward. I also opened like a whole bunch like throughout my videos and stuff with gems, and I got nothing. And I don't know, I just don't really get it. And then with the baby kingdom, which I know a lot of you guys like, you know, have been following that and stuff as well. I've been playing it over on Swirly Pop, so you guys didn't get confused like that I was going to get rid of my big kingdom or anything. But in the calendar and stuff like that for the radiant chest that we got last week, I got it on the very first radiant chest that I ever opened, and it was free. And I was like, this kingdom, I said I wasn't spending like any real money on. So I don't really understand like how a kingdom like that's small and, you know, whatever, managed to get it, and then yet my big kingdom can't. And yes, you guys might go, oh, it's luck or whatever, but I've had some really weird luck in terms of like legendary chests and stuff with that kingdom. The first legendary chest I ever opened for Wreck-It Ralph, I got Vanellope from it, and that was a legendary character in there. So it's just an example of like, you know what, again, like that kingdom hardly opened anything and has got such great rewards, and then my big kingdom that I actually spend money with hasn't gotten anything. So I'm not quite sure like if, you know, that luck's gonna change for the baby kingdom, but you know, maybe that's just like until you know, unlock around It's a Small World, maybe your luck changes, or maybe that baby kingdom's really lucky. I'm not quite sure, but this kingdom that I have, my big one, it just, sometimes it really feels cursed. Like, I've gone through, like, I had the hair shrub curse. A lot of you guys who've been watching me for a long time knows with the Beauty and the Beast, like, I opened so many legendary chests back in the day, and to try and get the collections, and I was, like, looking for one character in particular out of them, and I'd literally spend so many gems and stuff on it, or I'd buy it in bundles, and I would just keep getting the same decoration over and over again, the hair shrub, to the point where it's like my kingdom got the name of the hair shrub curse. So I don't know, like, whether that's just, like, a continuous thing with this kingdom or what the deal is, but, I want to just be able to buy it for gems, the wishable stands. They usually allow you to buy the concessions at the beginning of the event for gems, but they've limited it now to these chests, so, I don't know. I guess, like, I feel like if, you know, you spend real money on the chest, they should guarantee that you're gonna get a special reward or something. I don't know. But they need to have a better system for this because, like, I want these stands. I've already spent, like, 300 gems plus real money on this and have had no luck. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I want the old game back really, really badly. I don't know very many of you guys that are big fans on the new updates and stuff. I'm assuming it'll calm down at some point. That's why I'm still playing, but, you know, I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. So now I have 9 of 13 of the shell path tokens. Actually, we'll find out if Hank got another one. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we have got some drops here. I haven't forgotten about Timothy Mouse, guys. I'm sorry. Kind of just ditched him. Okay, so there's 10 of the 13 now for the shell path. Wow, I only have 3 more? Whoa, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna have to do a live stream tomorrow for this. And then, Dory's Ears hat, I still need 6 of those, but realistically, it's not, I'm not missing that much now. Wow, okay. Well, this is going a lot faster than I expected. I'm not complaining, but I was not expecting that for sure. All right. I'm going to see, though, if I can move. Oh, I can't, so I'm waiting for Bruce. I'm going to wait 20 minutes before I send them back out again because I want to move this attraction over here, actually. I've been moving things around in the kingdom now, so I'm trying to make all of my, like, underwater theme fit over here. I know this fantasy, whatever, doesn't belong there, but I'm just trying to see if I can have it all over here for now. But I don't know. I might be short a couple of water attractions, so I might just have to see. Maybe I'll end up, you know, moving the Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that, or having maybe some Lilo and Stitch. I don't need any of that out though right now, so I'll just have to wait and see what kind of fits in that area, because a lot of it too depends on what fits. So yeah, anyways, Timothy Mouse, let's go back here. So Timothy Mouse is I wanted to go for Michael. That's initially what I went there for, so we could actually see. So I've got now 10 of 40 of the delivery bundle. Now, once we do welcome Timothy Mouse, the snacking on peanuts, well, I guess that'll be the first quest I'll be able to do right away. So that will really help for these. And then the ringmaster, if I had him, he goes out for a 2-hour quest and actually collects those as well. And you guys would think, oh, you know, those are really easy to get. They're pretty common to drop. Yes, but you need to check your kingdom a lot if you're going to be sending your characters out on those short quests like that. So having the extra character would be nice even just for that. The Dumbo Parade Float. So that is currently available for gems here. Now that would really help with Timothy Q Mouse. And as you guys can see, this is the perfect actually view of finding out the rarity of his character tokens. They are both uncommon. His ears, hats, and the feather. Just so you guys know, not the, what was it called? The baby bundle? Oh gosh, I forget. What was it called? I just was looking at it. Delivery bundle, sorry, baby bundle, same thing. The delivery bundle is now found in there as well, but that's common. And then obviously again, the ears, hats, and the feather are uncommon. So it's not too difficult to collect for him. So I'm thinking that Parade Float will be probably a good investment. I'll have to remove one of the other ones probably to use it, but I'll probably purchase the Parade Float with gems. I guess I need to save up a couple of gems, obviously, as you guys can see. I remember it was in gold chests at one point when gold chests were a thing, but yeah, obviously they're not anymore. So it's gems now, so 50 gems for it. So maybe I'll do that when I buy the Ringmaster. That way we can kind of have like a total Dumbo stream. Anyways, there was then bronze chests and stuff like that. That we'll be able to collect it. So that's more common probably to get it from there. And then when we welcome Dumbo, he'll be able to go out for them as well on his first quest for 60 minutes. The magic feather, which is specific to Timothy Q. Mouse, we've got the toy alien and Buzz Lightyear that go out together for 8 hours. So this makes the toy alien very useful, guys. It took me about a year, maybe year and a half. I've been playing over a year and a half now, so maybe under a year and a half. Anyways, we'll say about a year to collect for him and max him out. So that took a lot of elixirs because Toy Alien is only for elixirs character tokens, at least right now. So anyways, it does make him useful now for that. So I am really enjoying using him for sure. He was also useful, I believe, for Wendy as well, collecting. But now that she's at a 9 maxed out, ready to go to a 10, it doesn't really apply anymore, but at least it gives him a purpose now for sure. Buzz Lightyear, though, he's got multi-purposes, so he's going to be useful for Timothy Mouse, and he's going to actually be useful for collecting John's umbrella. So I think at quest 6 hours, so I'll kind of be battling and kind of playing the two off of each other depending on, what I actually need in my kingdom. Now, it's good. Jungle Book's going to be useful. We've got Baloo and Mowgli go out together for 8 hours. Now, this quest is super cool, guys. It goes down, on the Jungle River. It's totally awesome. Pretty much, it's a great quest in terms of, if you're moving stuff around in your kingdom and all that as well. It just uses the land. So, you don't have to worry about having attractions out and stuff. So this is really great. Plus, the animations are super cool and fun to watch. I do have to say that this is probably one of my favorite things about the kingdom is that, you get all these really fun animations like this and stuff with the characters. I just wish there were more in certain areas, some areas of the kingdom don't get used yet. So maybe they got plans for them for the future, but we'll have to kind of wait and see. So this is a great, great quest. I'm really, really happy with this one. And then, let's see. We've got, Pirates of the Caribbean again. So we've got Calypso, aka Tiadama. I know they have her called that in the game, but I love calling her Calypso. And Barbossa are out together. Now, they use the Tortuga Tavern, so that's actually really good because we get the Tortuga Tavern very early on in the game. So realistically, this is a really good size attraction as well to have out in your kingdom all the time. It's so useful for collecting for all kinds of stuff, but it is going to be useful once again. And this makes Tiadama very useful as well, guys, just in terms of making sure you're leveling her up and spending the time to actually bring her in, because I know it does take a little bit. So I am very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. And then we've got here, the Dumbo Parade float. Astro Orbiters, but it needs to reach the first enchantment. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. When an attraction becomes useful, Astro Orbiters was there before, but the problem is that it has to be enchanted. So this is why I was doing that urgent push, to try and push along the storyline and stuff. So anyways, Astro Orbiters is going to need to be done, but right now it's being used to collect for Dory. So this is something I'm not going to do right now, but it also is going to use up some of my blueprints, and I've been kind of keeping those for the event at least right now, because I know that those are going to be useful. Now, there have been bundles and stuff that I've been able to purchase if I've wanted to for the event and stuff, but I'm probably going to hold off at least till the event is over, or at least a little bit later in the event to find out kind of what I need to do before I actually do that to Astro Orbiters. It's just not urgent for me right now. I'm not in the biggest rush ever, right? And then Bronze Chess. Now, when we get Dumbo the Flying Elephant attraction, then we'll have to upgrade Timothy Mouse to a 2. Now, when they do the attraction enchantments for Dumbo, I bet you anything this is going to be one of those ones that's going to have to reach the first enchantment or something like that now. So I'm going to kind of, again, I know I got to bring in Timothy Mouse, I believe, to get that. Maybe even Dumbo, I don't know for sure because I haven't unlocked it yet myself. But pretty much, guys, yeah, that's basically sort of what I'm up against there. Then we've got, Grumpy. I've been trying forever to get him. Anyways, he's unavailable. He's in Legendary Chess. He needs to be a 5. And yeah, so he's not going to be very useful to me, but if you guys have Grumpy, you're set for that. That's really awesome. Oh, I wish I had him. The Grumpy makes me grumpy. All right, Timothy Q Mouse's ears hat. Oh, we've got Peter Pan and John Darling that were out together. They didn't drop it though. All right, that's fine. And they go out together for 4 hours. Then we've got Prince Charming. So he's useful, but he's useful for the event right now. So that's why he's not out on that quest. He's out to collect the fish accessory for Nemo. Now, once he's leveled up, I think as long as it's still collecting currency and stuff like that, then that will be fine for him to go out on. But this one's obviously more important to me right now in terms of the event and stuff like that. So once the event's over, though, it'll give him a really good purpose. Now, the Ringmaster is the most useful for the ears hats right here, guys. You guys can see. So the 2-hour quest applies for, let's see, the ears hat, thinking of ideas, and the delivery bundle. So not the feather, but it will really help out with the ears hat, especially because the feather appears to be dropping a little bit more and there's more characters to go out as well. So there's 3 sets of characters right there. It would be 4 if you have Grumpy. And then, again, it's only 3 here. Yeah. So I'm only using 2 right now. And then the Dumbo Parade Float, Bronze Chest, and then when we build Dumbo the Flying Elephant attraction, and Timothy Q Mouse again to a level 2. So yeah, it's going to take a little longer, I think, for the ears hats, but that's okay. Again, I'm not in some big rush right now, but, you know, once the event ends, I'll definitely try and make a push for this. Now, I'm missing 477,240 magic. So that's a lot, guys. You can watch daily ads if you want up at the top. Right now, it gives me about 122 every ad, which can range anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds in terms of ads. And you can watch, I believe it's like 10 a day, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's always been 10. I've never really counted, but you can watch it a bunch of times. So it'll give me about 1,000 magic, which is good if I, again, want to do that. Again, it's not like I have to, but if I'm just sort of doing things around the house or I'm editing a video, I can just click it, right? Watch the ad, but I'm not really watching them editing or something, right? And then I can just leave it on the screen if I want until I'm available next to close it. So as long as my phone's plugged in, I'll be fine. But yeah, so that's Timothy Mouse, guys. I think that's pretty self-explanatory for him and what you guys need to do to get here. I've literally showed everything I've ever done with the kingdom to get to this point, guys. I know there's a lot of episodes and stuff like that, and there are the occasional quests here and there. They're usually side quests though, that maybe I've missed a little small section of dialogue. It's maybe 1% of my content has I've lost the clip or it's gone missing, but I usually try and read out the dialogue that I either get online or people tell me what it is. So I still talk about it or where the direction of the story went if I lost it. But again, it's literally less than 1% of the stuff. And I haven't really lost content in a long time. So, yeah, basically, guys, all of the stuff is on here if you guys want to watch and see sort of how I've progressed over time, obviously, with my kingdom. So, yeah, anyways, I'm actually really, really happy that I've unlocked Timothy Mouse. It's not going to interfere really with the event, so I am happy with this. I was a little nervous about that, character token conflicts and stuff, but there is none. So I'm totally okay with that. And I must say, I do love the stained glass in the background. Since Timothy Mouse is so tiny, we can get a really good view of it for sure. So it's pretty great. Now, the Ringmaster is really the only other thing we need to talk about just really quickly. 500 gems or $13.99. So again, that's going to be a bundle that I'm going to be looking to purchase quite soon, but not yet. Now, if you do purchase them with real money, you do get 100 gems with that, which will be very useful for me. So that's the route I'm going to go for sure. But I'm not going to do that right now, but that'll be something I'll do on a live stream for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Like, it obviously in the next couple of days. If you guys want to know when I post either videos or when I'm scheduling live streams and stuff, if you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for post notifications, that's what lets you guys know when I go live and stuff like that. So you guys can actually, like, I'll interact with you guys and shout outs and all that kind of fun stuff. We'll also be doing a trivia night soon. So now this kind of opens the door to maybe having some Dumbo questions like at the beginning of it, just so that way you know, we kind of get to incorporate some cool stuff that's happened in the kingdom. So yeah, I'm really happy about my progress so far in the game, and hopefully it continues. Now this is it though in terms of the storyline, guys. So as soon as I'm done with Dumbo, yeah, I basically have to wait for them to add some more permanent content. So that'll be a little weird, but it'll at least allow me to focus on like some of the side quests, leveling up characters, saving magic for maybe new land in the future, but we'll have to wait and see like about that. But that was the last big purchase of land, so pretty happy about that. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a big Mickey thumbs up, and I will see you guys for the next live stream. It's probably going to be Dory, just so you guys know, since the progress has been going really well. Okay, thanks, bye!